Hi, I'm Ember Conley, host for Political Peaks. Today, I'm joined with Bob Stevenson. He is a candidate running for Congress for the 1st Congressional District here in Utah. Welcome to our show.
Thank you, Amber. I appreciate the opportunity to be able to be on and share a few moments with you and talk about a few things dealing with the campaign.
You know, I've learned so much just by doing these interviews, and one of the things that I have found is that the 1st Congressional District is really large and diverse. Talk to us around why you think you're the best candidate to be able to truly represent people from, just like you said, from all the way to Vernal, to Park City, to Logan. What's your characteristics that would be the best candidate?
Sure. I believe that I'm probably fairly unique in the fact that I've had a bit of political experience, but I come from basically the corporate world, and the fact that my career was with Nestle. I spent 30 years working for Nestle. During that time, I was on the Layton City Council in my younger days for 3 terms, and then there was about a 20-year period before I ran for mayor of Layton City, was able to be elected twice in Layton, and then serve as the Davis County Commissioner. It's given me a very broad range of knowledge, understanding, and different things that I've been able to do.
You know, as we look at the major issues facing Utah, I did see that you have a background in education as well. So your background in education and in business. And we have some pretty major issues with healthcare, with education, with our environment. Pick one of those and a policy that you know that needs changed over the next couple of years that you would take on head on.
Well, I believe that and again, you know, all 3 of them are very good. I'll start with education. Yes, I did when I came out of graduated from Weber State University and actually taught school for a couple of years. I believe that one of the things that we have to do in education is we have to get the educators themselves, the teachers, I think, have to be the ones that are basically running the program. I think sometimes what we do is we force rules, or we force regulations upon those in the classroom, and you know, force them to try to do certain things a certain way, where I believe the teachers need to be able to have that autonomy to be able to run that classroom and be able to teach the children what the way they think is best, and also with the personalities that they're involved with at this time.
Well, with you being a policymaker, you know, with your background as a mayor and also a county commissioner, what's a policy that you would actually look at completely getting rid of?
On the national level or on the local level?
I'm actually going to say at the state and national level, because running for that national level, they're also when you come back to Utah, you have to be able to implement them at the state level.
Oh, no question. I think that it's a broad range, and that's going to be regulations. And I'll give you an example of one. When you turn around and you take projects here in the state, and I'll pick on a specific one. Here in Davis County, we're working on what's called the West Davis Highway, which basically is going to be if you want to look at it as a freeway that basically runs along the border of the Great Salt Lake in the county, right along the line, that will eventually run into Weber County. You know, you have to do an environmental impact study, and the regulations on that creates a system that took almost 10 years to get that EIS completed. I think about the fact of how many dollars and how much inflation has taken place over that 10-year period. I believe that these things need to be cut back to where there may be a 18, 24-month process so we can get projects going. And this isn't just true with this highway we're talking. It's almost any EIS study that has to be done. The amount of time for it to be accomplished is way too long.
What are some solutions, and this will be our final closure statement, what are some solutions for families right now who are families that have young children? 30% of our population in Utah is under the age of 18 that are facing childcare issues, as well as education, and especially now as we're coming out of our pandemic and learning from that. What are some things that you would do specifically to help our families here in Utah?
Well, I think that one of the things that we have learned from the pandemic is that we had this situation to where kids were sent home from school because schools were closed down. but not all businesses were closed, and so you had a situation where you had children that at home, and parents still trying to work. I do believe that we have to one, maybe work with the business segment, whether it's a small business or the larger businesses, to where there's opportunities and there could be tax breaks for parents to be able to get kids into childcare. Also, I think that maybe as far as childcare itself goes, to be able to figure out what needs to be done at that level to be able to open this up to allow more people. I know that in some of the child care facilities there are waiting lists for people to be able to get in there, and it's very expensive, especially the better they are rated as far as that goes. And I think that we have to be able to work this out to where we have to understand that kids have to be taken care of. They have to have the proper care when moms and dads are working. And also be able to allow businesses to be able to support this for their employees, to be able to have those tax breaks that may help all of us make that work better.
I would have to completely agree with you, knowing and seeing friends that have been going through that. It's been very, very difficult. I do appreciate you joining us today, and I wish you the best of luck. I know that you've been traveling and really trying to get your platform out there, and just best of luck to you.
So, Amber, I appreciate you guys and all that you guys do, and appreciate your program.
Thank you. I'm Ember Conley, host for Political Peaks. Remember to follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Park City TV, and live streaming as well as our channels.